Hello everyone, this knot is named after the Duke of Windsor and is a more symmetric, large and thicker type of knot. The double Windsor knot is best used with dress shirts that have widespread collars. Because the style of the knot is thicker and wider, more length is required from the tie to achieve the look. The overall knot makes for a classy, balanced look.
Of all the knots, the double Windsor is one of the most popular. Begin the double Windsor by bringing the wide end of the tie over the narrow end, and then bring the wide end back up through the loop made by your neck and around the narrow end of the tie. After you have that, the tie, and then bring the wide end up and down through the loop made by your neck. At this point, you'll want to pull on the wide end and get the base of the knot tight, and you'll want to make sure to make any necessary adjustments so that there are no bunches in the base of the knot. After you're satisfied with that, you can bring the wide end over the front of the tie while maintaining a bridge with your 2 fingers. And then you'll bring the wide end of the tie up through the loop made by your neck, and then down through the loop that you're maintaining with your 2 fingers, not up to your neck. As you can see, the double Windsor produces a nice, wide, symmetrical, triangular knot. Because of the knot's width, it works best with a spread collar. And then as far as the length of the tie is concerned, it should just reach the top of your belt.
You have to start with the wide end of the tie a lot longer than the narrow end. So step 1 is to cross the wide end over the narrow end, then bring the wide end behind and wrap it around. Now, as you make this first loop, it's important that you keep your finger inside of the wrap. Next, you're going to bring the wide end behind one more time. Coolest thing about this tie knot, in my opinion, is when you see people wearing it, you can actually see the double wrap. And the way you achieve this effect is when you bring the tie over for the second time, you leave a little bit of the first wrap showing. Next, you're going to bring the wide end up and over, and then you've made, thread the tie through. I always like to keep it straight as I pull it through because that helps make a great dimple. So tighten the knot, adjust it, and that is how it's done. Now, one thing that I like, pattern a little bit, and it gives the tie a little bit of a unique look and different texture in a way.
From the blade, otherwise you're going to end up with too short a tie. First of all, we're going to need to do our top button up. Essentially what you're trying to do with this tie is to put 2 shoulders in it, which will give it that width. So like I say, we're going to start quite far down the end of this tie, and we're going to start by putting the thick end, the blade, over the top, and we're going to bring it straight through the middle. Then we're going to, and this will then go to the side where you pulled it. Then we bring it round underneath, and again through the middle. And that will be the second shoulder. Now, I would often be pulling and tugging this tie during the process, because that's going to make the middle again, and then down and then we just tuck it through the front. We just tuck it through that last fold, and that is essentially your Windsor knot. Like I say, you might want to manipulate the knot a bit. This is quite a big knot. You don't want to have too large a knot. You look like a 90s footballer. So I feel that it's going to look all right. But there you go. That is the full Windsor. This is a printed silk tie, so it will have a slightly smaller knot than